Hey everyone, Eric Nelson here once again, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. Well, I am back with another book review, which I will be reviewing Katie Mettner's Sugar's Dance. Now, for all of you out there who do not know why I have a copy of the book cover on a piece of paper, I have this book on my Amazon Kindle, which is on my laptop, and I have my webcam on my laptop as well, but unfortunately I don't know all the technology on how to insert the image of the book cover through my webcam, so until then I'm still sticking to this method. So let me just go right ahead and jump into the details of the book, because I think that the characters and the plot, as well as the title, is very creative and very entertaining, and also real human too, or as I would say, real, because their feelings are extremely relatable. And actually, what my favorite part about the book is the title, because it sounds simple and it looks kind of like kind of like an innocent, I think that the title kind of like fools people into thinking that this might be a fairy tale, especially when you have the title on this type of a book cover where it has two people dancing. You might think of it as a fairy tale when it's really not. So without giving away too much information, let me give you my brief description of the details of this story. It actually centers around a ballroom dance teacher by the name of Tula de Bois, who's known by the general public as Sugar, and to the public she's known as being very lively, very friendly, and basically seems to have it all, because she does have a successful business in teaching her ways of ballroom dancing, and seems to have a great family and a nice set of friends as well, when in fact she's haunted by the one day that caused her to lose her leg in a car accident. And every time the anniversary date of that tragic event comes up, she really suffers a lot of mental traumas, which is well, once again common with everybody when something like that happens, and when the anniversary date occurs, it's not an easy time. So, and in the present time of this book, the anniversary date is coming up. But meanwhile, an agent in the drug task force by the name of Agent Donovan Walsh is assigned to protect her. So once he arrives in her hometown and gets to meet her and gets to know a little bit of her background, he becomes drawn to her. So not only is he protecting her from these drug thugs, he actually aids her into saying, he aids her into making her not worried about what happened many years ago with her leg, and also some of her other problems, which you'll read about in the book. And of course, it's not an easy path, not just because of her trauma episodes about that one day, but also because of the drug lords who are after her. Now, how does she become mingled in all of that? Well, that's up to you, the reader, to find out. So let me get back to my point of view on things. As I said, I think that the characters are extremely real. And I think the most relatable one is Tula, or also known as a sugar, because you know, if something like that were to happen to you, and even after you were to recover from the traumatic and the medical procedures, when the anniversary date would come, you would feel the same way. And of course, Agent Walsh is relatable too, because, well, you know, I don't think we can all say that we've worked for like a special agent within the government, but when we're assigned to help people and we know that there's a lot more to it than what our assignment is, I think, you know, we would want to help them out as well. So, yeah. And I also like the town that they live in, or I like how Katie Mettner describes how in great detail the town of or the state of Minnesota. Like in a lot of books that I have read, I kind of saw the state of Minnesota as another character because there was a lot of detail in the settings. And also, back to the title, you know, like a Sugar's Dance. Well, if you were to, after you were to read this book, you can interpret the title in a lot of ways. Like, you know, like if you wanted to say, if you didn't want to say Sugar's Dance, you can say Sugar's Journey, or you can say Sugar's path to becoming you know, not so traumatized, or her plan to recover. But since she's a ballroom dance teacher, you know, let's put it into her own perspective and just call it Sugar's Dance, or her dance to freedom of pain, you know. So yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying because I really like the title, and you know what? There's a lot of people who take great pride into creating a great title because you want to make it memorable. So anyway, folks, as I said before, I think this book is really entertaining and very real. You can get it on the Amazon Kindle, the Nook, or the iBook, or hopefully in a paperback. I think it's available in a paperback. So get these if you're get Katie Mettner's Sugar's Dance if you're looking for a great book to read, and I hope to see you all at the bookstore or the iBookstore.